Hi there, welcome to my channel. I thought maybe I'd bring you along for as long as I can for the process. When it comes to embellishing, it takes quite a long time, so we'll just see. I won't do the complete embellishing on video, but I wanted to make a larger journal, kind of a mishmash, eclectic journal. My nails really need to be done. I was going to do it before we went up north, but I never did. So maybe tomorrow I'll do that. Anyway, I thought I'd make a journal with just lots of pockets and just eclectic and fun. So I took a cornflakes box. I cut it, the opening, this part off. And I thought I want to make a bigger one. So it's this one, and you can make it, of course, however long you want. This one is 11 and a half. What I'm going to do with 7 and a half. So I think my pages inside will be 11 long and about 7 this way when it's folded. And let's see what the spine is for this one. It is about 2 1/4. 2 1/4. And I just kind of write it down. 2 1/4, the spine. I'll do 2 signatures. So now what I'm going to do is you have a little piece of cut off here. And I'm not going to show all the gluing, but I will glue that here so it will strengthen that. You know what? I think I might just do, no, that's probably strong enough, but I may add another piece there just to reinforce it more. We'll see. And then I just took some, recycled file folders and I cut them to the size here because I want it to be stronger. And actually, I think I'll put it here so it will cover up the, the print here, the box illustrations. And then I will just glue. So I'll just glue it here so it covers this. Glue, and glue. All right, I have the manila and the extra cereal box there. So now I need to figure out, and I have chosen, how I want to back them. Just so happens, I don't know why it seems to work this way a lot, I just had this placemat, and it's going to work for this, but I did do, because it had a straight stitch, but I did go around just to reinforce it, to keep it from raveling too much more. See, they have a regular straight stitch, but then I just did a zigzag. And then I have this vintage bark cloth. It's really cool. I think that's going to be my cover. I tore it to size. So I think I want this to be on the outside, like so. So I will put that down, and then I'll Fabri-Tac it. And then I think what I'm going to do is I will bring the fabric around here and then glue this like that, glue the edges. And then I will put this over it as the inside and glue this too. So it will be, that will be the cover. Okay, I've got the cover fabric on, glued on. It's really pretty, it has a texture to it. And now I will take the placemat, and I'm going to glue it here. I think that's going to work. There's a glare there. Let's see. It's going to line up right. So if I put that down, about there, and glued it. We'll have to see if that edge is going to show. It'd be fine if it was like that. Anyway, I'm going to try to see how I can line that up to make this work. Okay, I glued it. I think it turned out pretty good. Okay, this is going to be the inside. Here's the outside, and I mean, this is a placemat with, you know, salvages and grains, so it's not going to line up perfectly. It's a little, I mean, it lines up. It's just that some of the fringe is more here than it is there. So I'll let this dry, and then I'll get the papers together, which will be next. Okay, I gathered a bunch of papers, and now I'm going to cut them, fold them to size. Some are thicker, some are thinner, patterns, lined paper, grid paper, map paper, all kinds of papers that you want. I'm going to have 2 signatures. I have picked out my papers and I've cut them to size. And then because it's wider than a 12 by 12 folded in half, I did, since my pages are 7 across folded, I did sew some edges, and then I will be adding lace. And then I just started some, like, you know, and I like it that it's kind of torn like that and different. I want this to be very eclectic. Just added that tag. I'll just show you what I have so far. And I think I have about 17 pages per signature. And I do have 2 signatures. And for what I'm doing, my pages are 11 long and 7 across folded. And I use this book page, and then some things you'll have to fold. And then, so I've got some lines, some lightweight scrapbook paper, and I did piece things together to make it wider. And yeah, I just want this to be eclectic and fun. I added this piece here to some music paper, sewed it with some burlap. And I can add more things to this side. Then this is a little tuck here. I did sew this piece. I did piece this writing paper, lined paper together. How cute that book page is. And to bring in some of this color, I had this little file folder thing. Added this little fabric here, and this will be a tuck, and I'm in no way done, and I just added a few little things, but I will get to decorating next. This, I just took some papers and I folded them. Let me see if I have one of them. Kind of wonkily. And of course, I don't have any right here, but yeah, here I had some. I just folded them, so then when I put them in, you're gonna have this overhang. So then I just glued that, and then on this side I did some folding under, folding around, just to give it an interesting tuck here. And then I always have a thicker cardstock in the middle and at the beginning of the signatures. So this will become a pocket. Got a lot of shadows here. What is this? Oh, I attached some paper here, like that. And then I pieced this together, and I just brought this little piece over like that. Just added a little scrap here as a tab. So discuss check. So if you have anything you want to sew, you can do that now. I did add this piece here. And then I had this little flower card and added that for a tuck. So here, yeah, I glued that to make it longer or wider. Just added a little piece here. Children's book. And fold out, and I added the paper here. So I tried to do as much as possible going, you know, the correct, I don't know, what do you call that, landscape? Okay, here is another sewn piece right there. And then I'm going to, that's the first signature, and the second one I can do that real quick too, just to give you an idea. And so it will be this way, and I'm going to do pockets here. So I'm going to add these pockets. I'll probably hot glue them. That's the fabric from the cover, so I'll be adding that. And I think this tablecloth that I used had a, placemat. It had a finish on it that didn't really want to glue, so it'll be a little loose, but I mean, that doesn't matter. It's, you know, I'll be sewing the signatures in. Okay, so here's this going to be the other signature, and like I said, it's kind of glary. Added that to the side. Different papers here. And what did I do here? I'm not sure. Little paper placemat. I want it to be very eclectic. Just add this tab here. Oh, and then this piece is a belly band. And then the flip out like that. It's going to be fun. I like an eclectic journal. You can have a lot of fun with it. This is a children's book page that I sewed this from a magazine, a book, garden book. And then this will be a tuck here too. Map page that was, let's see here. Oh, you can have a tuck here if you fold it. And then here's a tuck here, just a map page. Little torn piece here. This is a little recipe. So I have that as a tuck. Here's one of these little wonkily folded papers, so that'll be a little tuck here. And then there's the middle. Excuse me. And here's where I had, this was longer here, so I folded up the edges. Then I sewed this piece of paper here, and I could, add something here. But now this will be a pocket. Here's another pocket here. Just added a little scrap here of crepe paper, so this can be a tuck. That children's book page. And then just added different papers here, here, here. And this is, you can see where I pieced this music paper to this paper. So you will need to piece things together if you want them to be wider. And here I have another little from a garden magazine. I sewed the tuck. Sewed this paper right here. Then here I sewed a bunch of things. So I had this lined paper, wanted it to be wider. So then I sewed this little music scrap I had. Then I had this doily, I folded it in half that I had dyed. And then, so you have this paper. So you sewed this on, this paper scrap, and then this doily. And that makes a very interesting page spread. And then I widened this with a paper here, tuck, added paper here. So those are the signatures. So now next I will add these pockets and sew them into my cover. All right, I have everything sewn in, and I'm not sure you want to see all the embellishing, but I might speed it up and show some of it. It's 2 signatures, and there's a little space in between, but that makes it where you can lay your pages flatter down, if you like that. Some things, okay, there's a tuck here. Okay, I'm just going to go and I'll probably just put it to music and probably have it go fast or speed it up.